Thank you. My name is Representative Oliver Olson. For the record, I represent the towns of Jamaica, Londonderry, Stratton, Weston, and Winhall, which are in the towns of, in the counties of Bennington, Windsor, and Windham. I'd like to express the sentiment of the people within my district who are not able to be here today, but who have voiced their concerns to me very loudly. In 4 of the 5 towns that I represent, there is no designated high school, and there is school choice. For Burton, an independent, an approved independent high school in Manchester is the school of choice for many parents, but for a number of reasons, many parents choose to send their children to other area schools as well. The concern that I have and that people within my district have is that if we are to create larger districts, and those larger districts include potentially other high schools, the concern is that the towns within my district may only be allowed to use the schools within that district and may not be able to continue to avail themselves of school choice outside the district. And that has been a concern that has been represented to me. I understand that these proposals before you are works in progress, so I just want to express that viewpoint. I did send out a survey to members of my community in late February on this issue with 2 questions. One, asking whether people support the concept of school choice, and the second was a simple question, whether they agree or disagree with the following statement. The legislature must ensure that any proposal to consolidate school districts preserve existing school choice options, including the option to send children to approved independent schools, such as Burton outside the district, the new enlarged district. I received 100 responses to that survey. Of the 100 responses, 92% agreed with that statement. And to put this into perspective, a week before I had sent out a survey on Vermont Yankee. I received 4 times as many responses to this survey versus the one of Vermont Yankee.
My name is Samantha Abram, and I'm a student at the Sharon Academy. I live in Stockbridge, and my town only has an elementary school. Therefore, I get to experience the benefit of middle and high school choice. School choice has allowed me to choose the school that best suits my interests and needs. I'm very grateful that I get to go to the school that I feel is the best choice for me. My sister goes to a private Waldorf school. She is an elementary student, so our family has to pay for her tuition, as our town only pays for school choice after 6th grade. My dad, my sister, and I all feel that the schools we currently attend are the best for us. Our family would not be able to pay tuition for both of us. If I were not able to attend the school that best suits my learning style and ability, that would really affect my high school experience. I am in my first year of high school, and I am beginning to learn that these 4 years are extremely important. So much is learned in experience. These 4 years are the years that form students through development, discovery, and community. During these years, we will become adults. We are the future of Vermont, the country, and the world. I understand that creating a uniform curriculum for all Vermont high schools has been spoken of. Do we want the future of our state to all know the exact same things and nothing else? There will be very little variety in students' knowledge. If all Vermont students learn the exact same curriculum, we will all be academically identical. I'm speaking against the possible change in school choice and our state's curricular system because it matters to me. It will affect my future. I'm not the only one.
Hi, my name is Joyce Stevens. I'm from Pittsfield, Vermont. We have choice in our town from kindergarten on. We have no school. To me, that was a great point when we moved into our town and opened our business, that I could send my children where I would like to send them and what is going to benefit them. I have 3 children in 3 different schools in 3 different districts. I drive 30 minutes north to Sharon, I drive 30 minutes south to Rutland, and my other daughter gets the bus to Killington every day. We did that because each of my children has a different learning way. They need different things at their school. My son is into sports. He wanted to be at Division I school. That's where he is. My daughter goes to Sharon Academy because she's very academic, and that is the perfect school for her. Our town, I just sat on the board for 2 years to decide if we were gonna pick a school for our children. The bottom line was we wanted to save money, our tax dollars are going up. We checked every school that would take our children. The bottom line was, the decision is that we could not send all of our children to one school and save money. Having choice and sending them all to their own schools is the best bet for our town. So at town meeting, that's what they voted for, not to pick a school for our children to send them all. Also, if you consolidate, I don't know if you're talking about elementary schools, the one thing in our town that we don't have is a community, because our kids do go to different elementary schools. That every town should have, I think, an elementary school in their town so that it keeps the community in that town together.
My name is Nancy Blessing, and I chose to live in Pittsfield, Vermont for the education opportunities it provides my two daughters. Our town, as previously said, does not have a school, and has left that decision to the parents for a long time now. Recently, the town reviewed options to designate a school, and it was felt that school choice was still the best for cost and education concerns. As a parent, taxpayer, landowner, and working Vermonter, the town of Pittsfield and school choice work for me. I live in Vermont to have land in a small town atmosphere to raise my children. Pittsfield has allowed me to send my children to Killington at the Sherburne Elementary School and hopefully the Sharon Academy. These two schools, one public and one independent, meet the needs of my children and my family. Rural Vermonters have to make many choices and to have the state determine which school is best for my children when the town doesn't have a public school is not appropriate. When people purchase a home, one of the deciding points is a good school. And I understand that if there was a public school or designation in Pittsfield, that I would have to make a different choice. But this is not the case. We've lived here since 1990. When our child was born in 1999, we chose not to leave because we still had school choice. I work in the medical field, and I am positive that no one wants the state to choose the hospital that you have to go to. That could be another hearing. But I want school choice without geographic boundaries and the option of independent or public schools. Thank you.
My name is Kim Robertson, and I have 3 children. One in his first grade at Stockbridge Central School, one in the 8th grade, and a freshman at the Sharon Academy. I am often asked about TSA, and my response is that it's a phenomenal school with a safe environment that teaches my kids to strive to succeed both personally and academically. But my very next sentence is always, but it is not for everyone, and you need to pick the school that is best suited for your child. I am a firm believer in school choice because no one school can or does have the ability to meet all students' needs and interests. It is mine and the parents of over 20 other students at Stockbridge's choice to choose to send our students to TSA. It is because of what TSA offers our children, and we make sacrifices in order for them to go there. We believe in school choice for both public and independent schools. However, many Vermonters live in rural areas, and if their kids go to school the opposite direction as it could limit these kids' opportunities to participate in after-school activities, parents to get involved, and have a long-lasting detrimental effect on some of our children as they are left alone after school. We believe in school choice without geographic boundaries. There has been, for many years now, a movement by special interest groups to motivate elected government officials to limit the citizens' right to have freedom of choice. I believe what we are discussing at this time is an example of the potential for our elected officials to do just that here in Vermont. Please understand there are lessons to be learned in the events of Virginia, New Jersey, and more recently Scott Brown's election in Massachusetts, where the citizen voters have said enough is enough. Listen to us. We don't want you to push things down our throat. We want freedom of choice. We want our school choice without geographic boundaries or elimination of independent schools. Thank you.